Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Okay, today I am going to talk about two godmen. One, a guy called Nityananda, another, a person called Ram Rahim Insan or something. Two godmen. Let's talk about them. Let's get right into the show. Okay, now let me talk to you first about this man who calls himself Nityananda. Nityananda technically means that happiness, bliss forever. That is what Nityananda means. And Nityananda is a term normally given to Lord Shiva because he is a yogi and he is in eternal bliss because he is into sadhana. So that's the story. Okay. So this man dresses up like Lord Shiva, Nityananda. Now this man, he's not an ordinary man, he's a criminal. He is a criminal. Okay. Now this man was accused for rape and misconduct in 2010. This man was accused of kidnapping and illegal confinement in 2019 of 4 children. 2019. This man was accused of fraud and cheating in 2012. This man was accused for illegal land encroachment in the same year. This man was accused of money laundering in 2019. ED had accused him of money laundering in 2019. Any crime that exists in this country, this man has done it. Nityananda, he calls himself. Okay, and this man has now created a country of his own which he calls the USK. That also he doesn't have an original idea. The United States of Kailasha. Just see this clip and we will go further.
This question is about the rights of indigenous people and sustainable development. I'm here representing the United States of Kailasa. I'm the permanent ambassador, Vijayapriya Nityananda. So, Kailasa is the first sovereign state for Hindus, which is established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nityananda Paramashivam, and who is reviving the enlightened Hindu civilization and its 10,000 indigenous traditions of Hinduism, including the Adi Shaivite indigenous agricultural tribes, for which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the leader as well. And Kailasa has been implementing the ancient Hindu policies and indigenous solutions that are in alignment with the time-tested Hindu principles, because of which Kailasa has been very successful with sustainable development. For example, in Kailasa, the basic necessities of livelihood, which are food, shelter, clothing, education, medical care, they are all offered for free to all citizens, and including to communities in 150 countries where Kailasa has established de jure spiritual embassies as well as multiple agencies and NGOs. So now the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa have gone through intense persecution and human rights violation for reviving the indigenous traditions and lifestyle of Hinduism. And he was even banned from preaching and exiled from his birth country. So my question is, what measures can be implemented at the national and international levels to stop the persecution of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, or the 2 billion Hindu diaspora, and Kailasa, and allow the time-tested principles and solutions and policies of Hinduism to be heard on international platforms, which would greatly help with sustainable development and achieving the 17 sustainable goals by 2030. Thank you.
Now, in this clip, that lady pretends to be the ambassador of Kailasha in United Nations, which she is not, and she is pretending as if the United Nations has accepted United States of Kailasa as a country, which it has not. United Nations has 193 members, and this particular USK is not member of United Nations. Now, what is that lady saying and where is that lady talking? This lady is talking in a committee discussion of the United Nations Committee to discuss on sustainable development in Geneva. And this lady just wormed herself in to talk about the great pontiff of Hinduism and all that, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, this man, the Nityananda fellow, okay, as a supreme pontiff of Hinduism, and she's just pretending as if she's in some UN committee, which she is not. She's just pretending that, the United Nations has recognized her, which they have not. And she's just pretending and saying that they've got ambassadors in some 17 or 20 countries, which she hasn't. So it is a complete make-believe fraud video that they have released, and it is going viral amongst their followers. Now you'll ask me, apne ko kya karne ka hai? How does it matter to us? I will tell you how it matters to us. The first point is, for people who say Hindu khatre mein hai, people who say love jihad ho raha hai, people who say gau raksha, you see, those people should consider this man to be the most dangerous person for Hinduism. Most dangerous person. This man who understands nothing of Hinduism is professing Hinduism, which means that he is professing all over the world, he is professing fake Hinduism. What more damage can happen to a religion like Hinduism if there are people like him? I would have called him better names, but for the sake of being civil, if people like him go and profess fake Hinduism, what is going to happen to Hinduism? What will be people learning? And the worst thing is, there are some few tens of thousands of people who follow this man. There are few tens of thousands people who follow this man who said, today morning, I made the sun wait. And then I made the sun wait, and then when I was ready, I told the sun, now come. And the sun came. And people clapped.
And day starts with sunrise. I don't know how many of you today observed. I got a little late for the Dwajarohanam. It is supposed to be 6:40 to 7. I told the sun, don't come out till I finish the Dwajarohanam. And today, 40 minutes sunrise late. See the Biddi sunrise time today. See, there's a Google thing, there's a website where the sunrise time is supposed to be time and actual time is recorded. Today will be 40 minutes late. You want to see? It was actually only after I came out, finishing the Dwajarohanam, sun was even seen in the east.
This is the same man who says that, I am going to create a different species of beings. Okay, where monkeys and donkeys and cows and all will start talking. This is the man, and people clap. And he is using Shiva for it. He is using Hinduism for it. He is using the Hindu scriptures to spread his fake, stupid ideas. What can be more dangerous to Hinduism than this? That's the question number one. Question number two. Why are we not talking about this? Why is the government not doing anything about this? This man committed murder, sexual misconduct, kidnapping, money laundering. He has committed every crime under the sun. And he is going out there in all his whatever little glory and all his stupid glory that this guy tries to behave in. He is launching a Hindu country, and he's sitting there and he's mocking at India. Why is India not doing anything? Why is India not going and picking him up and getting him back to India and putting him behind bars where he belongs? Why is the justice different? Are we scared that if he comes in here or if he is bought here, we may lose votes or we may be less popular amongst the some people who believe him? Is that the case? So we are letting a criminal go scot-free, a rapist go scot-free, an accused criminal goes scot-free, an accused rapist goes scot-free, an accused murderer goes scot-free. Is that the way it works? That's my question number two. And my last and the final question. Are people using nationalism, Hinduism, Hindu Rashtra, are people using these terms, these ideas, these thoughts to manipulate others and to commit frauds? I am an Indian company. Therefore, everybody is after me. I am setting up Hindu state. So everybody is after me. I was preaching Hinduism. So everybody came after me. Are these narratives used by frauds now? Are these narratives used to manipulate us as people? Because the moment you say that there are 4 people who will say, Barabar hai, I will stand by him. Are these now used? Think about it. Because if that's the case, then we become a society of gullible people. Gullible people because koi bhi kuch bhi karke jayega. And they will use nationalism and Hinduism and Hindu pride and all to get themselves out of the mess. Think about this. Do react. Write your comments in this show. Please write your comments. Please do share these videos and please let me know your views on this. So that's my topic number 1. Let's go to my topic number 2. Okay, now there is another convict called Ram Rahim Insan. That's what he calls himself. Now this man, Gurmeet Ram Rahim Insan, he is convicted for murder and rape. Convicted. Not accused. Convicted. But then the government says, no. See, he is not big criminal. He is not big criminal. Why? I will justify what the government has said and then we'll get into this. The Haryana government has made it clear that Dera Sacha Sauda chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh is not a hardcore prisoner and his conviction in 2 different murder cases. Conviction in 2 different murder cases. Please give attention to this. Conviction in 2 different murder cases cannot be termed as serial killing. According to the state government, Gurmeet was not assailant and had not executed the actual killings in both the cases. He has been held guilty for hatching criminal conspiracy with the co-accused for these killings. He has been punished under section 302 of the IPC only with the aid of section 120B is an independent offense. You know what the state is saying? The state is saying that chaku leke khud thodi mara tha. He didn't go and kill anybody, Baba. He only has the conspiracy. See, Dawood has not gone and killed people. I don't think there is any direct crime, any direct murder that underworld Don has done where he has taken the gun and gone on the road and shot. Tuck, tuck, tuck. He has not. He conspired to kill people. He conspired to bomb Mumbai. He conspired. Therefore, he is a criminal. He is a murderer. This man, they say, listen, chaku leke, he didn't kill, no. He didn't kill. He just conspired, Baba. So, therefore, he is not very big criminal. The state is saying it. The state is saying it. My worry is, this is the same state that gives him security when he comes out on parole. He gets a parole almost whenever he wants. And he is given a security. Which means that the state provides him with a police. A uniformed police man, constable, officer. To guard his body, he behaves like a bodyguard. He opens his door for him. A taxpayers paid police opens the door for this murderer, this rapist. And he's allowed to go in. And this guy sits and walks around, a guy who should have been in jail. And the state somehow is justifying it. Justifying it by saying that he has actually not used the knife. He did not use the knife. He was just conspired. But that's it. Conspire kiya. So he's a chota criminal. The problem is, like I was saying, this will develop more Ram Rahims because it's easier to be a person like a Ram Rahim. You grow your beard and you say that I made the sun stop and the moon rise and the water tide go up and all that thing you say. And if you can say it well, convince people, then the state will be at your beck and call. You murder. The state will say, you didn't murder, Baba. You didn't murder. You only conspired. But that is not okay. That's okay. You're a murderer. You didn't do, no? My God. What are we talking about here? This is the point I made first. This is what I will conclude with. If the state, if we allow people to use nationalism, to use religion, to use Hinduism for their own benefit, to do crimes, to do frauds, to manipulate us, believe me, we will end up being a society of gullible people. Tomorrow, this is going to prove to be the biggest danger for this country, and that's precisely why I am taking this in my editorial today. This will prove to be a very dangerous thing for our country. Mark my words. Till I see you next time, Namaskar.